Since start of the season, MISTWEAVER Monk in raid got so many changes, I just needed to do a whole new guide. So if you want to see exactly the same guide in text, just check on my Discord and let's start about stats. You have a little bit freedom with stats, but just a little. Best stat is critical, second is immediately haste, and versatility, and there is long, nothing, and mastery should be as low as possible. 0 is the best, I have 224 just from one piece of set. You can go a little bit more haste if you like, you can go a little bit more critical if you like, some insane numbers too. You can have more haste than critical strike if you are just good with mana. If you are good with mana, you can go more haste, you're blasting faster heals. If you have a little bit problem with mana, then go a little bit more critical strike. So choose your priority, depend on if you feel comfortable on how much you have mana. If you feel good, more haste. If you don't feel good, more critical. And then the rest stats, just everything rest put to versatility. Mastery, definitely as low as possible. From talents, if you want exactly these ones, link will be under the video in descriptions. On the right tree, we are not changing anything. And the left tree, we have few changes depending on boss. There is two notable ones. In Dispel, you really want on Council to dispel poisons, and then Paralysis is good on Lardar to CC trees in the last phase. Otherwise, you are just picking one more role. Let's go on gameplay priority rotation, whatever you want to call it. So on MISTWEAVER Monk, I cannot make some nice priority list because a lot of abilities depend on a lot of things what's happening around, a lot of abilities that depend on other abilities. So information will be a little bit shattered, but keep with me, listen to everything, and you will get correct priorities. So priorities I will say now is just some around guide. I need to a little bit change it, depending on what's happening, or rather how much are your other abilities proccing and stuff like that. So the basic is our statue should be always on the floor. Most bosses, there are not so big rooms, so you can just keep it once and have it for a whole duration. Of course, on Tindral you need to replace it when you get to a new platform. Range is a little bit higher than 40 yards, so it's quite decent. Always prepare it before pull, it won't disappear when you pull the boss. So it's not something you want to think about with the rotation, just always keep it ready. For some reason, if you die, just replace it and you get a rest. Our next priority is Renewing Mist. So Renewing Mist, we have 2 stacks, never keep 2 stacks, never 2 fully charged. Always have at least 1 charge recharging. So when you're getting up to 2 stacks, just use it before to not overcap it. It's just waste to keep it there. The second stack you can use whatever you like best when more damage is coming. Second after that is casting our instant Vivify because it's instant and we can move during that. It's free, we will heal target with a new mist. No reason to not cast it. After that you are getting on priority of Thunder Focus Tea. It's cooldown, let's put it in priority list because it's just 30 seconds. And what we are doing with Thunder Focus Tea. In previous build we always spent it on Renewing Mist before or Essence Font. Previous Renewing Mist. Now we are spending it on Essence Font. You can use it on Renewing Mist in few situations, so usually it's Essence Font because it makes you instant and it makes it to do a little bit more initial healing. But if you don't need to heal right now, you don't even need to do Enveloping Mist, just use it on Renewing Mist because it will just make them longer. So if you need to heal right now, just spend it on Enveloping Mist. If you don't need to heal right now, but it's just 30-second cooldown, so it's absolutely best to not use it as soon as possible, depending on the Renewal Mist. If it's like a little bit healing, but not really, then use on one Renewal Mist, and always second should be Enveloping Mist. Why? Because then we have also talent, it's second infusion, that's increasing our stats, depending on what ability we are using, and it's not stacking or you have 2 buffs. So the second use of ability will override the first one. And we prefer to have critical strike than haste. So use Renewing Mist first and Enveloping Mist later. If you are very good on mana, again use Enveloping Mist first and Renewing Mist later to get haste. Next priority is just casting Enveloping Mist. This is not Yulon or some cooldown. It is just pure Enveloping Mist. It's worth it to just cast it or to just target some target and Shooting Mist, 1 cast. It's absolutely alright, as now we are not extending HOTS with Rising Sun kicks. Enveloping Mist is becoming our main pump, is no longer first spell, is no longer Vivify, or rather Invigility Mist. It's quite high, but first one is our king, Enveloping Mist. All the power is through talent down here. We are no longer playing Rising Mist, that's the extended duration of HOTS through Rising Sun Kick. We are playing the other one, Tear of Morning, and that means Enveloping Mist is much more powerful than without playing the talent. So now we are not focusing on extending our HOTS as long as possible. Our focus is to heal through Enveloping Mist and everything else through that. So what new is, our Enveloping Mist healing is shared to targets with Renew Mist. So no longer is our Renew Mist only for Vivify cast, and then is healing targets with Vivify, only invigorating mists, but also Renew Mist is sharing heal from Enveloping Mist. So that's why Enveloping Mist is so high, because definitely is not doing the healing on its own, just casting those abilities, but it's through other mechanics. That's why also in details is split to 2 healing, and this is actually heal from Enveloping Mist. You can see big hits and stuff like that, and this is what is shared through Renew Mist. So there is much bigger part of your healing what you will share than actually Enveloping Mist. Average hit is 21,000 and there is 1,161 hits. I'm checking my logs from some better pool on Firak. These logs are from Firak, and it's a little bit different because you are healing most at in second phase, so your health per second will a little bit rise above other healers, then a little bit more on the level with other healers after you kill the boss in the third phase, because you don't healing that much in third phase as in the second one. So yes, Enveloping Mist is not only Yulon cooldown and only there we are casting, or after some big mana team. Now mana team is no longer that huge, it's not 50, just 30%, so not even that. It's just our normal ability. So if we need to heal, we just cast few Enveloping Mist. You can also combine it to some Enveloping Mist with Shooting Mist, because Shooting Mist is costing just 1000 of mana. So we can like do one cast, second cast, get to last cast, and follow with some Vivifies. So yeah, next on there is what? Shooting Mist and Vivify. Shooting Mist and Vivify was main mechanic in Season 2, but we are in Season 3 of course, and it's much different. And now it's just a little bit filler after you cast many Enveloping Mist. That's how we get more stacks of Renew Mist, because every cast of Enveloping Mist will apply a little bit Renew Mist on another target, or same target, is RNG. So usually after you cast some Enveloping Mist, then you are following with some Vivify casts. If you just need a little, yeah, do instant cast. But ideally follow it with Shooting Mist and then spam a little bit Vivify. You can also use, as I was saying, you will cast some Enveloping Mist, and then you choose the last target and you want to switch to Vivify, so we cast last Enveloping Mist and then you just spam Vivifies after that. And last priority, I didn't put it into cooldowns, just the rotation or priority list. It's Chi Burst, and why it's worth to use it in one heal match, let me see if it's somewhere, like it's down here with 1.2 millions. It's almost absolutely nothing, it's 0.7% of my heals. But what it's doing, it's costing 0 mana. And there is no reason to not cast 0 mana if you just have some empty window. People have just a little bit damage taken, and it's no reason to spend your mana, just cast it. Maybe it's even overheal, yeah, it's 50% overheal, it doesn't matter. It's 0 cost, absolutely nothing, 0, literally 0. So if you have some free time, just click Chi Burst. So a little bit summary on lightly priority list. Always keep Jade Serpent statue on the ground, prepared in the middle of the room. Then we are casting Renew Mist, never keeping 2 stacks. Second stack you will use when you like it. Then we are using our instant Vivifies, because it's just a good thing to use when we need to run. Anything is happening, forcing us to run. We need to run a lot during this raid. So yeah, good thing to do. After that we are casting some Enveloping Mist. And Enveloping Mist is also applying some new Renewing Mist, so it's a good time to just follow it with some Shooting Mist and spamming of few Vivifies. Spamming Vivifies is not as important as before, so you don't need to keep spamming whole casts of Shooting Mist or something like that, because you don't have your HOTS of Renewing Mist are not so long from Enveloping Mist, it's just few seconds. So just cast, I don't know, 3 to 4 Vivifies and you are done, not the whole duration as before. And on the end, Chi Burst, absolutely lowest priority, but still good to use because it's costing absolutely 0 mana. So let's dig deeper into that priority list, like what is working with what is good combination, what is priority targets and stuff like that. A little more about Essence Font. Essence Font was absolutely massive on start of the season, but it got nerfed and again and again. So now Essence Font is just not worth it to use it, and instead of improving the Essence Font, we just went for Focus Thunder talent. no longer playing Unwelling, you don't need to play Pawn of Life, because you are literally not casting Essence Sword now. So decision making, if you not ramping something big and there is no Yulon or something, if you should use more Vivifies or more Enveloping Mist. Usually, if you don't have some Enveloping Mist up, cast to Enveloping Mist and follow with Vivify. But there is one exception that is making other abilities a little bit more likely to be casted, and it's our Life Circles talent, and I have Shiny Vigora for that. And this means our next cast of Vivify will generate additional stack of Mana Tea. And that additional stack can also do critical strike, so it can be 2 stacks. So, when you are casting a lot of Vivifies, you have chance. Your Enveloping Mist will increase count of your Mana Tea, or otherwise, when you're casting Enveloping Mist, you have chance to your Vivify. Of course, it's working with Rising Sun Kick, but it's taking our mana and will no longer extend the duration of our hearts, so it's absolutely not important. Rising Sun Kick is just now exotic beard that will spend a lot of mana to do a little bit of damage. So, now we decided if we are casting Vivifies or Enveloping Mist. Now what is the best target for Enveloping Mist and Vivify? We have 2 mechanics that are increasing our healing a lot. One mechanic is when we apply Renew Mist in any means, by any reasons we apply Renew Mist. We have Chi Harmony, that's our 4-piece, and that is increasing our healing by 50%, but also is storing 20% of that healing to that single target, not all healing, is stored, and after it will perish, end of the duration, or replaced, then that healing what is stored is shared among every single target that have Renew Mist up. So, somebody with Chi Harmony is definitely our priority of healing, but there is also second mechanic, and it's again the Renew Mist is on that we are playing right now, and it's Still Morning. And what is that saying? Casting Vivify on Enveloping Mist on a target with the Renew Mist has a 10% chance to spread the Renew Mist to another target. So, not only it will give us Chi Harmony, but we also want to, of course now it's immediately jumping because I'm full and this target dummies have 1 health, so it's not staying with me longer. If I apply it to target dummy, it's of course staying there. And it's absolutely insane target, because what? You have Chi Harmony, increase your healing, storing your healing, and you have chance to duplicate the Renew Mist. Think about the Renew Mist, when it's duplicated also duration. So, the longer duration of Renew Mist, the better target for your cast. Because when you will duplicate something that is 2-second duration, it will have 2-second duration also on second target. If you duplicate something that has 15 seconds duration, it's much more profit. And that's very important because again, we are not using Rising Sun Kick to extend our durations, so that's how we are getting more stacks of Renew Mist. That's both rule for Enveloping Mist and Vivify when we're casting. Ideally target that have Renew Mist and Chi Harmony. If you don't have that, just choose one of them, but ideally when we have both. Now let's talk about our big ramps for big bursts of healing, usually with Yulon. So, Yulon is increasing your healing a lot. When you activate Yulon, 5 targets will get shields, he will heal on its own, and every single cast of Enveloping Mist will apply Breath on 5 targets. Is enveloping Breath, and that is increasing your healing to that target by 10%, another mechanic, and is also decreasing mana cost of your Enveloping Mist by 50%. So, of course, what we are doing during Yulon, we are blasting Enveloping Mist. Ideally to cast Sheldon's Gift before. Sheldon's Gift give us a buff to Shaolo lessons, Shaolao, whatever, whatever it's called. So usually you want to cast Shaolao lessons before. Also before you want to drink some tea to decrease your mana cost even further. Then you click Yulon and you start spamming Enveloping Mists. Spam and spread. Ideally at least 4 to 5 casts, because that's just enough to put Breath from Yulon on whole raid. If you want to cast more, you have mana to spare, just go for it. And usually you will cast 4 to 6 times during Yulon. After that, what is Enveloping Mist doing? Enveloping Mist is spreading another Renew Mist. Also, you will focus During that, Yulon still cast your enveloping mist on target with Chi Harmony, and also idle on target with your Renew Mist. So you have another chance to even spread more Renew Mist than just with one cast on enveloping. That means after this ramp we end up with a lot of staggered Renew Mists, and as we already have a lot of enveloping mist and they are healing through Renew Mist and everything, we don't need more enveloping mist, then we will just follow with Soothing Mist and spam of few Vivifys. Think about that now, you don't extend video kick that hot, so just click few Vivifys, you don't need to do whole 6-second cast because after 6 seconds most of your Renew Mist will be already gone. You can do that mini ramp just without Yulon anytime you want. It will be a little bit weaker, well, much weaker, but still decent. Just don't forget to drink mana tea before, because now you don't have 50% mana reduction from Yulon, so definitely want at least that 30% mana reduction from mana tea. And another ramp Monk are doing is the ramp because you need to prepare a little for it, is our single target. When it's your target good is Lardar, because you are just blasting a lot of roots. Usually that root, what is there, a lot of health in single target. Monk is definitely the best healer for that. Monk is definitely the best single target healer this season. And also you are healing a lot of ads on Firak, so that as usually it's Monk job. It's much more important on Mythic, that single target, because you have one big ad. And what is very important, because you have it on every boss, that single target, you are putting it to a Seedling. And Seedling is absolutely massive tool for you. It's healing so much on Monk. Other healers, not even close to Monk healing with Seedling. So, our single target ramp, what we want to do, if you really mean it, we'll cast also Shadowlun Gift. Never bad. Every stack is giving you 3 seconds buff. And of course it will also heals. So, you can prepare with tea, you can prepare with Shadowlun's Gift. Then we are using our 50% increase. Actually, if you do Shadowlun's Gift, use it after you apply Renew Mist, because it will be increased by 50%. If you have a decent stack, it will do decent heal. If you have just few, just whatever, you are there just for buff. So, we drink the tea, maybe we use Shadowlun, you don't need to. Then we are applying Renew Mist. Even if the target, it just jumps the Renew Mist on the target, we still apply it, because that 50% healing increase is massive value. So we don't care if, oh, it just jumped on my Seedling, whatever. Just reapply it, it's not lost. We are going for that 50% healing increase, and also that 20% of heal will be then shared to Renew Mist. So, apply Renew Mist, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist. Enveloping Mist is increasing by 40% heal, other healing, so it's not increasing 40% itself, but everything else. So that's also important, and of course it's big heal. So, we prepare Renew Mist, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist, and spam Vivify. That's the best single target you can ever do. Then we will drop, reapply it, bam, Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist. This is usually, you don't need on Seedling, because usually one boost for Seedling is enough. But for some Root or Mythic Firak, big ads, you usually need to replace it. Oh, usually, sometimes. Depends on how lucky you are on critical, so. And we were talking about Seedling, let's just finish it. I don't want to return to it, and I will talk about cooldowns. It's cooldowns, too many cooldowns, but yes, single target ramp. So let's do it together. So Seedling is absolutely massive cooldown. Usually it's so strong, you don't even need to combine it with some other cooldowns. If you want, of course, with Yulon you can do it too, but there use Seedling as the last Enveloping Mist. So you're blasting Yulon, you want to use last one, found Seedling, put Renew Mist on the Seedling, then Soothing Mist, and then you are spamming Vivifys as our usual follow after Yulon. And a little bit our mechanic of Seedling. So Seedling is also increasing our healing a lot. I have Mythic Mana fully upgraded, so 936,000 additional healing. So that will be extra. After that cap, it won't be extra, but it's still okay because you are healing massive amount of single target, because it's increased by 50%, then increased by 40%, then Renew Mist is healing, Soothing Mist is healing, and Vivify is healing, and Enveloping Mist is healing, so you have massive single target. That's why Seedling is so good on MISTWEAVER. And Seedling will still share healing is getting after that cap, it's just not increasing it. So you don't care about that cap anyway, and Seedling is full health, whatever, doesn't matter. 100% overheal everything for you heal to Seedling. Well, 100% of that healing, at least 100 from start, will be improved. So at least 100% of the healing will be shared to injured targets. So that's why Seed is so massive. Think about Seedling, about massive cooldown, massive raid cooldown is not only some trinket on the side. It's absolutely huge monk cooldown. It's much better even than the revival. You heal much more. So yeah, let's go straight on rest cooldown. First one to talk about. Cocoon. Save somebody's life. Somebody is lower than others, somebody is close to die, or some few targets only is getting damage in rate. Put it on the target. If you want pound health per second, just always using a tank, who is actually right now tanking both. It's best for numbers, but it's not very effective heal, so don't recommend. But if you want numbers, just using a tank on cooldown. It's best for your numbers, so it is what it is. I will give you advice to do that. If nobody is lower and you want to use it proper, just when there's AoE damage, just use it on someone. Then we have our revival. Revival, even weaker than Seedling, but it's instant, so you can steal some healing from other healers if you are fast. Then you just get, everybody got AoE damage. Click after. Everybody is full again, hopefully. Not much you can think about it. Just click it. Let's have a big talk about mana tea, because that's a huge mechanic. Still absolutely massive tool, I need to play about it. This is like 8 minute pull on Firak. Let's see mana restoration. Look at the tea. 400,000. And this is just mana you gain from drinking. It's just mana back you got. It's not showing how much mana you saved by that 30% mana reduction. So mana utility through mana tea is absolutely key to heal nicely with Monk. So what is doing mana tea? After you spend set amount of mana, 25,000, you will get 1 stack. Important is that you can do critical when this is happening. So it's just rolling your critical chance when this is happening, and you can get 1 extra stack. That means when you are a little bit low on mana, you are going more critical. If you feel confident, you will go more haste. That's the difference. Most critical what you need or what you want is exactly for this mechanic. Second thing about mana tea already is life circles. So keep your eye on this buff to just not waste it and just keep spamming Vivify for next 15 seconds and not use one enveloping mist, and that would give you 1 more stack. When you're getting this stack, you also have chance to do critical, so you get 2 stacks instead of 1. So we are generating mana stacks. You should never get to 20 stacks. If you get to 20 stacks, immediately start drinking. It's just, you are just wasting mana in that point. You need to drink it sooner than you get to 20. You should never have 20. And you should never get long drink time. But usually you have sips, I don't know, 5 stacks, 8 stacks, just few stacks, not completely all, because usually you don't need more. And when you are drinking before your ramps, so of course before Yulon, of course because when you are ramping single target, or just whatever, because you have enough stacks, you just save a little bit tea, and then you cast some enveloping mist, because enveloping mist is quite expensive ability. So you drink a little before, then you spam some enveloping mist. Then we have Yulon and Shaylun. We basically talk about them. Yulon, classic ramp. That's our burst healing. And Shaylun, yes, is healing good, but we want to focus more about buffs. Of course, you want to heal with Shaylun. But think about that Shaylun, I got used before to just cast Shaylun with just Bint, no target. Because in dungeon, it was healing 5 targets, and there was 5 targets, so I didn't need to think about it. But in raid, definitely choose your primary target for it, to not waste at least 1 heal. That will be 100% on you. Of course, when you're dying, just cast it with no target. But definitely focus on that. Now, after Unison million nerfs, we are playing 2 additional targets of Shaman's Gift, so it's healing much more than before. It's even quite high. So it's 8 millions in 8 minutes full, so definitely decent. Yeah, even some overheal, because sometimes you just need to use it for buff, and you don't really need to heal that many targets. So yeah, a little bit overheal, but focus more about stacks, and of course, when you are using it, think about it's a huge heal. That will be all from healing, and a little bit note about damage. Rising Sun Kick is costing quite a lot of mana. It's 6,250. And no longer is a good choice. It's no longer increasing anything. It's nothing with our healing. Not increasing duration of health. It's not healing targets with an aim mist. It's just doing pure damage. So if you are really confident on mana, Rising Sun Kick is the best choice. I choose myself to just don't use it. I just want to play safe, to just have mana. I need mana. The only thing I'm using in raid for damage is Tiger Palm. It's doing like 1000 more damage than Backup Kick, but it's out of cooldown. There is no cooldown on it. And Backup Kick, I don't care because it's resting cooldown of Rising Sun Kick, but you are not using that. And actually, you are not using even more stacks after Tiger Palm. So I literally, only for damage, I'm just taking Tiger Palm, costing 0 mana, without looting, no cooldown. So this is all you can do. Most damage you will have in raid will be extra harm. When you're healing yourself, you will do some damage. So that will be all from me. If you want to check same guide in text, just hover my Discord. Exactly the same thing what I was saying here is there in the text form. And thank you for watching. Think about liking, subscribing, and goodbye.